Oh, howdy everybody, we're back and we're joined with Michael. So today, don't mind my hat. I know it's a goofy hat, and I was younger when I had this hat, damn it. I got long hair now, I gotta wear a hat. And as you can see, it's long, okay? So anyways, don't make fun of my hat. I know someone out there's making fun of it. So we left off the other time when we were finishing up the rear end. And today, Michael and I are gonna start doing all the brake work. Dad's still working on the line lock, but I thought Dad was done wiring. I thought he was done. Dad, how do you feel about all that wiring? We got everything to do the rear brakes, fix all the front brakes, all new lines, all new hoses, new calipers. We're keeping the old rotors. We'll just shine those old puppies up because they don't look too bad. So that's what we're doing today. And this is all prep so we can take this thing for a little spurt around the block and hopefully not get in trouble. But we just want to make sure it's going to drive straight and drive good. So hey, next year, when Mocan opens up and we take it to race it, we don't have any issues. So, what do you say we get to work, Michael?
Let's do it.
Let's get to work. So the wheel's off, and just a little update. We're only like 2 minutes into this, and I already messed everything up. I thought maybe I'd do a little preemptive header bashing right there where it kind of rubs. Well, you remember, that header tube has kind of been brazed back on. Yeah, that brazing job sucks apparently. Because like on the second whack, they broke it. So that means taking the headers back off, which they're not too hard. The part that sucks is it's already been brazed, and that means we have to braze it again. Instead of just, welding it the right way the first time. Well, we might see if we can grind all that. You gotta grind all the brazing off in order to weld it normal, and that would be a lot stronger, so we'll see what we get done. So I just want to point out that I invited my brother over to help me. It doesn't mean I told him he has to do all the work, but he is like really good at doing brakes, and he ain't letting me get in the way. I plan on doing this. So I think we'll just sit here and we'll watch Michael work, because he's pretty fantastic at doing brake work. Get on it, get it off there, Michael.
Yeah, I need a bigger bar.
Oh, come on. You ain't been married that freaking long. You should still have all that strength.
No.
What?
I ain't got the bear track no more.
See, if you guys have been single, you know that your grip strength just gets ridiculously great. I think Michael's just finding excuses. That one time we pressed the brake pedal and it stuck. It really did stick, didn't it? By the way, you notice the long screwdriver is a pry bar. Only real mechanics do that. Nobody uses real pry bars. Why would you waste money on a pry bar when you have a big screwdriver? There you go, yeah.
Bigger hammer.
Well, crap, there ain't nothing wrong with them brake pads.
Oh.
Let's send the new ones back. Let's use these. There probably ain't nothing wrong with that caliper either, just dirty.
Stuck.
Oh, yeah, there's that too. Well, we'll put that on the shelf. We'll get rebuild kits for those someday. And by that I mean, no we won't. How's that wheel bearing feel?
Actually feels pretty decent.
Good, because I didn't buy new ones. I just got dust caps.
It needs tightened a little bit.
Well, they probably got it as free as they could get it for, racing. This is what I did this morning.
I tightened it up just a skosh myself.
Well, we'll tighten it up. All right, well, this wheel's done. Michael's a freaking machine, because the time it took me to put the wheel on, he did the other side, and he's already got that wheel on. But got our new McGard lug nuts on there. Everything seems to be pretty kosher. Like I said, Michael's already almost done on this side. He's just running them in. So we're gonna get the back brakes done. We got a brand new master cylinder. Pretty sure we're just gonna go ahead and bench bleed that and get that ready to go in the car, because that one I think works, but why even take the chance? Okay, so this is a complete failure on my half. I didn't tell my brother that the McGard lug nuts have the, at least when you get the open-end ones, they got the little caps that unscrew. So that way they can be either closed-ended or open-ended. As you see, there's little threads on the end of those caps. I didn't tell my brother that, and he snapped them all off. It's okay. Michael did make a good point though about it. Let me show you. Since he snapped them all off, the threads of the little plastic inserts are now stuck in the wheel or on the lug studs, so that way no dirt can get in there. And yes, I know it's rubbing, but the calipers are, we still gotta, you know, wear all this shit in together, but those are a lot tighter on this side than on that side, so you can see the threads in there kind of. That's not a bad idea. Just leave those caps in there and bust them out. I'm sure there's a reason why you don't do that, but we don't care about those reasons. Okay, fellers and non-fellers, so we got this brake drum off. Always take one off and leave it together so you got a nice template. That's always a good rule of thumb that anybody does drum brakes ought to know. I'm doing completely non-critical things. This is for Dad, so I'm just going to say this. Dad is weird. He contradicts himself. If he's involved in the job and I stop to paint something because I want to paint it, he gets mad. But if he's not involved in the job and I don't take the time to paint stuff, he gets mad. So I paint it, he gets mad. I don't paint it, he gets mad. So since Dad's not here, I know he'll get mad if I don't go ahead and paint these stupid drums, because obviously that's super important. So drums painted. And Michael's working on this side. We had the wrong bolts and didn't come with new well, yeah. So Michael's getting that side working. I'm gonna get this drum done, and we ain't got any black, so I think we might just leave those freaking primer. Good enough. So we had to go rob pieces off the rear end we had out back. We were missing a little T-piece. We were missing this little doohickey right there. So it's a good thing we have a bunch of extra rear ends out back, mostly 8 1/4, and went and robbed that from one of them. And so now we got all the parts to finish that side. Then we'll come over and all new hardware, new wheel cylinder on this side. Of course, I can do that now that I'm done painting for Dad. All right, well, I guess I'll start on this side then. Alrighty, well, we got this side done. We're gonna go ahead and replace this hose, even though it looks good, but we don't really trust the threads and the flare inside of this block, if you can't tell why. So we have the block off of the 7 1/4, and one of the new hoses is actually right, so we're gonna get rid of that. And this part of the brake job will be done, and then bleed master and see how far we want to go on that. Oh, sorry, I won't show you that.
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Good?
Yep.
Come on, Mike, you gotta say something more. Say something funny.
I don't know what to say funny yet.
Just say something funny. Just say something.
I don't know.
Just say something. All right, we got both brakes done. We're just gonna wait on Dad to make his hard line, because that's what he is most famous for, and his electrical. So while I got Michael here, Michael, who's reading instructions, just to verify what I read was right, we're gonna go ahead and get this shifter hooked up and adjusted right. So if I read that right, we got to put it in low, which technically, this being reverse manual body, would be drive, and adjust it from there. So shifter's in low, and we'll get the cable and everything done underneath, since the car's jacked up already, and hopefully we'll get that shifter done, so we can finally install it, and that's one less thing we got to worry about within the old Barracuda. So some kind of miracle may have happened. We got Michael's butt crack. It's not the miracle we were looking for, but it's the miracle we get.
Yeah.
So first go around on the shifter, just following the instructions. We put it down in the lowest gear, which all the way down, which would normally be first. In this car, it'd be drive, because reverse manual valve body. Keep that in mind when I'm talking. We put everything in there, kind of, you know, loose. Tightened it up just by hand. We got our clip on the shifter. That's tight, that nut right there. And just going off, you know, making sure everything was just easy where it went. We came over here, we spun the wheel through drive second first, then to neutral, then reverse, and then once we go to park, hard stop. Can't turn it all, so we know we used to have park, and that's important. And it appears that it seems to be going in all the right gears, so we're gonna fire it up and just see how, if it actually is gonna turn. Oh, we gotta put oil in the rear end first, Michael.
Yeah.
Better do that. Okay. I'm gonna probably pop that cable off just one more time and just make sure we'll put it in like park, and we'll make sure it's all the way back, can't push it no more, and then pop it back on, go back all the way to, you know, drive, make sure it don't go anymore, and should be good to go. All right, Michael, you ready for this?
Yep.
This is gonna be sketchy.
Let's see what she does.
So now we're on. We're gonna make sure it actually goes into gear. We got her sauced up. Michael, throw in there. You weigh less than me, which means, oh, we're also gonna see how bad this is gonna leak, this header tube, because I broke it. So, yeah, both wheels are off the ground, so we're at least just gonna see if it'll, you're in park, right?
Yeah.
So just go to like reverse or something. We ain't got no brakes, so we can't like stop it. We should probably chalk the front end, but I don't think it's gonna help. I think if this thing comes off the jack stands and it goes hurling somewhere,
I'll just steer.
Just take it for a spin until it runs out of gas.
I'll just steer.
Yeah, so bump the fuel pump until you see pressure come on the gauge. Oh no, let it go all the way to 6. There you go. And now give it one little pump. And ignition on, starter switch. There you go, that's all you gotta do. You leave the fan and the water pump off until the temp comes up. And the fan. There's a chair right there. Alright, so the shifter is a success. We won't really know for 100%. We did have neutral, it just had too much spinning momentum because it's a 456 gear. And so we won't know until we get all the brakes done and we actually like, try and move it and drive it to make sure all the gears are functioning properly. One thing we've been having an issue with is this door keeps over swinging, and we're talking about maybe making a cable. Well, this.
Cable ties.
This is the finest zip tie chain engineering you've ever seen, I guarantee it. If you've seen nicer work, let me know, because I'm gonna have to assassinate said person. So we do have the finest. But check that out. And yes, I will clip these, but that'll keep the door from going too far. See that? Look at that. And it's kind of got some spring action. Look at that. Whoop. Perfect. All right, so we got a couple more things we were gonna work on today while I got Michael, since he's off work. Well, we could also do the shifter, get all the console and stuff in there, but we need to put a neutral safety switch in there, one of those micro switches. So we're talking about either bench bleeding the master cylinder, so way Dad and I don't have to do it later, or permanently mount the Hula Girl. Can you imagine what job we chose?
Both.
Both?
We're going to do the Hula Girl first and then bench bleed the master cylinder.
You see, I was really expecting my brother just to kind of go, Hula Girl! But I gotta remember, he's not as energetic as I am. So Michael, here, liberate the Hula Girl. Because like I said in some of the earlier videos, it's not a real race car unless you got a Hula Girl in there dancing for you. And this thing's got just enough torque to it that she does dance. Ah, there she is. Well, Michael, what the hell did you do to my Hula Girl?
Well, I kind of sprung the spring.
You sprung her spring?
Yeah.
Ew. Now she's really creepy. If you guys have never seen the face on one of these Hula Girls, it's just creepy. So yeah, I actually did this part of it. That part was Michael right there. So we're gonna try to find a spring. You know, obviously, building a race car, the critical things. Brakes are probably pretty important, but This is what we're doing.
Yeah, we're messing with a damn Hula girl.
This is important. This is just as important, if not more important, than the brakes, which is the master cylinders up there drying. So, makes sense. Oh yeah, AHRA wants you.
Just back to
Wait, look at that. Got her fixed.
she's fixed.
That's my brother, everybody. He has a sense of humor. He's just still working on that camera thing. All right, let's go mount her, Michael.
Yeah.
Well, oh, that didn't sound right.
Go mount her.
Oh, I don't want to do that with my brother or another man for that matter. Oh, God, it's getting worse. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for today. We'll be back tomorrow and the next day working through like this Thanksgiving stuff to finish this thing up and get it ready for its first drive. But we're going to pick everything up because Dad's got to go to the store. We just verified everything's working still for the rear end. So that'll be it for right now. Oh, wait. I did get that mounted in there. Alrighty, everybody, so we're back and Dad is here on the brakes. Michael and I are done with our task. So Dad's getting ready to hook up the old line lock. He's got himself some new fittings and stuff. Those look way bigger than the ones you bought.
No, those are, I'll reuse those.
Oh, okay, you're using those, okay. So we got all, Michael and I got the rear drums rebuilt. We got the disc and new calipers put on. I got a bench bleed the master cylinder still. But Dad's working on the line lock, which will be some more wiring, which...
Yeah, that's already done the wiring.
Okay. All right, guys and gals, so someone had to crawl underneath here and tighten those, hold the nuts on those 3 bolts there for Dad. Interesting bracketry. I don't know too much what this bracketry is for. That is a thing, though. That is the piston, or the little rod, the brake pedal rod that goes in the master cylinder. That has been welded, very heavily welded. That's going to be fun. Don't know quite how it's going to work. But yeah, if you can't tell the angle that I'm at, if I can borrow Dad for a second. Dad, I need to see for my own self what this looks like. Hi, everybody.
I think we got him where we want him.
Oh, God. I don't know how I'm getting the hell out of here. You know, it's easy to get into an awkward position. It's a hell of a lot harder to get out of it. If I could just get my boots. Oh, God, it's my crotch. Oh, God.
I told you it wasn't going to hurt till you tried to get out.
I don't remember how I got down in here. It's the problem. Well, Dad?
We start cutting the roll cage out?
No. I'm just going to say I made myself more uncomfortable because I can't breathe now. Crush all my cars. Send them all to the crusher, please. And it was nice knowing you. Oh, God.
Try spinning the other way.
Try spinning the other way? There's a brake pedal there is the problem. However, if I didn't have a head, this would be easier. This is worse.
Well, just
Oh, God.
consider this as a dry run for when you roll this thing over and it's laying on its top.
Oh, God. If I could just get... There we go.
Jiminy gosh.
Never ask me to do that again.
That's an Anna job for sure.
Fuck! Ah! The steering wheel wasn't here, it wouldn't be so bad. Ah! Ah! I can see light at the end of the tunnel.
Your moment in fame.
Ah!
This could be a video all on its own.
I know! Oh, God!
How to egress after rolling your car upside down.
Oh.
Or maybe they make bee bodies for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, Michael just missed that shit show.
Well, he would have been perfect for down in there.
I know. Well, I'm gonna go work on another video. Dad, you're on your own for the rest of the brake job.
I'm done.
Oh.
Then you get to put the master cylinder in.
You mean you?
You.
You?
You.
He said me, right?
You.
Who?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you.
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 Like a
You.
bunch of owls
You.
out here. A bunch of owls.
Who?
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 Who? I'm gonna make him get on his head in there again.
No, we're not doing that again. No. It's your turn to try that.
Getting head.
Whoa! Oh God! Dad went there.
Dad went there.
Oh. All right. Well, in that event, I will see you guys in a little bit with the next update because I'm. Wow. Okay, the old master is off, and before we go and put the new one on, I'm going to use that old one as kind of a template because I'm going to build some kind of heat shield out of sheet metal or maybe aluminum. Just going to help protect it. And we're probably going to wrap just this header tube and just up in here so we keep heat down up there, and then put a blanket over the master cylinder just to keep it as safe as possible. So I'm going to fabricate me up a heat shield, at least try to, and get the new one on there. Okay, Michael's got them brake lines fitted in the back. I think, Dad, you made those, right?
Yeah, Michael put them on.
Yeah, those look really nice. Michael was right. Here's my spaceship I made. This is the heat shield that's going to probably do absolutely nothing, but I put too much time and effort into cutting and trimming this 6,000 times to fit it to the firewall. And we're going to use it anyways, and then we'll wrap the headers regardless, and put the heat and sound deadener on this at some point, which means we won't. So this, I don't know, this won't do much because the freaking headers are gonna be blowing heat right at it, and I had to keep trimming that edge
What would it
down.
be good for? Hot dogs
Hot dogs?
and burritos.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, we're not using it one. Oh, you mean put the hot dogs and burritos on top of that
Yeah, when it's sitting there.
when it's all covered in brake fluid?
You need your lunch. Well, you ain't supposed to be leaking brake fluid.
Well, we're probably gonna leak brake fluid.
Why? Because I've made the lines?
No, I wasn't gonna. No, I was just saying for the fact that at some point we're probably going to crack those lines loose, and we're probably never going to wipe this out. Hot dog pan is installed. Thanks for naming that, Dad. I love that name.
Everybody needs a hot dog at the pit.
Yeah. Now we're doing the funnest part of any car build, bleeding the brakes. We got Dad finishing up some wiring.
Okay.
Got Michael out back. All right, pumping. So that's what we're doing. See you guys in a bit. You guys will never guess what. We have a freaking brake pedal now. It's freaking amazing. Michael, right there, my brother. The bleeder man extraordinaire. Dad's still doing wiring and whatnot. Actually, I really don't know what Dad is doing right now. I just keep seeing him go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he's always got something new in his hand. He's just, I don't know. By the way, I also made another daisy chain for the passenger door.
He does the important stuff.
The important stuff. Because the door needs to stay limited so it doesn't swing open and fling over like a Lambo door. Look at me. Look.
You want to see if your line lock clicks?
We should do that, yeah.
That don't turn very easy.
I heard it click. Can you turn it, Michael?
No, not really.
Oh, try and turn the wheel at all. Nothing? Wait, it'd be the front brakes we're locking up, not the rears. Yeah, it's working. I heard it click the solenoid.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah. So yeah, we just turn the accessory switch on, you pump your brakes up, and then you click the button, and if you listen real closely, what do you make a sound?
Oh, that one's tight. That's why.
Well, I'm holding the, hang on, shh, nobody make a sound. Yep. So line lock works, kill the power. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the big day. Hey guys and gals, so here's the engine bay. Just want to show you Dad's line work. We went for functional rather than show quality. I'm good with that. So we will see you tomorrow. Well, fellers and not fellers, we know we got brakes. We know it'll steer. You're gonna have to wait until next time to see this thing go down the road and see what kind of hell we cause, and also see what breaks, because I guarantee you something's not going to be happy when we try to drive this thing. I got a feeling. But the Barracuda, ready for her first drive. See you guys in the next one. As always, take care, and so what do you got to say, Dad, as you're loading up your new truck?
I'm running out of space quick.
Yeah, you got a booger in your mustache too.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Don't worry about it. You'll never get it. So, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next first drive video, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's all good. So, see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.